No, so Golisopod is probably the most unfortunate Pokemon in my opinion. Now, I really love this Pokemon. It's my favorite Gen 7 Pokemon, and also the bug type, and my favorite typing is bug. So obviously I love this Pokemon, right? I honestly think that it has some really good qualities to it, such as its really good stats. You hit really hard with your base 125 physical attack stat. That's really, really nice. With a nice 140 physical defense stat, a 90 special defense, and hey, pretty nice HP being 75. Now, these stats all around are really, really good. The only problem is that you're pretty slow, but hey, you have priority moves like First Impression, which is really strong bug type move. 90 base power, first turn, you always get priority +2. After you use it, it fails, but hey, it's pretty good. And Aqua Jet. Which brings me to its typing, which is honestly a very underrated typing, and I think this type is actually really good, being bug and water. Now, you resist some really common typings, being fighting, ground, ice, steel, and water. A lot of teams run at least one of these typing, or at least have a Pokemon with any coverage moves. Like ground is very common. You see Earthquake on pretty much every physical attacker. Ice Beam, every water type has Ice Beam pretty much. So pretty much you will see a lot of these typings. And then you're only weak to Rock, which if you see my videos, you know I don't like the Rock typing. I think Rock is the worst typing. All you really have to worry about is like let's say a fighting type with Rock Slide, or say Stealth Rocks, which you have heavy duty boots. So you can usually bypass them. And then Flying type, which is more defensive typing. Even some Flying types don't even run Flying type moves, like let's say Dragonite or say Gyarados, mainly because Flying types don't really have too many good offensive moves. You have Brave Bird, which only the birds get, and Crobat, and then Air Slash, which is pretty weak overall, and then Electric, which is a really good typing. And then you also have a really good moveset. Again, First Impression and Aqua Jet for priority moves. You have Leash Life, you have Liquidation for power, you have Knockoff, you have, let's say, Swords Dance, Close Combat, Drill Run, just to name a few. These are really strong moves and really good typings. But the biggest downside to it is its really bad ability being emergency exit, which essentially what it does is once you're at half health, you have to switch. You have to switch it out, which can really hurt Golisopod. Imagine if it had something, let's say, Intimidate. This would make Golisopod a much, much better Pokemon all around. Which what makes it worse that it's also really slow, being 40. So like, let's say you want to use Liquidation, but someone hits you for half your health. Oh, you have to switch out, you can't do anything, a waste of turn. Now, the reason why he has this ability is that Golisopod's old signature move, being First Impression, only hits upon the first time you switch in. So hey, they wanted you to have a little silly gimmick, so pretty much it became a Pokemon like, let's say, Archeops or Regigigas, where you have a really strong Pokemon, but it has a downside being its ability. Now, this is not as bad as Archeops or, let's say, Regigigas or Slacking, but it is still bad and really held it down from being a really good Pokemon. Realistically, this Pokemon would have been much better with no ability at all. And with that being said, thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and goodbye.